Welcome back to the Engagement Ring podcast. I'm Melanie Casey, founder of the fine jewelry brand Melanie Casey Jewelry, and today we're discussing the Sapphire engagement ring. If you're considering a sapphire engagement ring, stay tuned. We'll discuss the range of sapphire colors, how they compare to diamonds, how to properly care for your sapphire ring, and finally, my 2 cents on wedding band pairings. After diamond, sapphire is our most requested stone. Most people know of sapphire in its most common dark blue form, but it actually comes in a full rainbow of colors. Yes, traditional dark blue sapphire is iconic, but most of our sapphire clients are looking for a stone that is completely unique. Right now in 2026, we're sourcing a lot of teal, sky blue, peach, plum, all of the range of greens, and bicolor. Bicolor is when a sapphire has 2 distinct colors showing in one stone, like blue and yellow or blue and green. Yellow and white sapphires used to be very popular for us, but with the invention of lab-grown diamonds in recent years, we found that yellow and white sapphires are very rarely requested these days. If you're considering a sapphire engagement ring, your first step is to decide what color speaks to you. When our clients have their heart set on a specific color, we find it best if they're flexible on the shape of the stone. We always maintain extremely high clarity standards, so if you're working with our team, you never have to make a decision about quality. Luckily, it's one less decision to make. But your flexibility on something like shape allows us to get as close to your favorite color as we possibly can. I source sapphires from across the world, with each region having its own specialty. I find myself sourcing from the mines of Montana here in the USA most often. Montana sapphires range in color, but often have that muted or pale tone, or an oceanic teal range that's really hard to find elsewhere. The Montana mines also produce some of the most incredible 2-toned bicolor sapphires on earth. When a client is looking for a strong, saturated, colorful sapphire, then I'll look to Australia or East Africa. And for a deep, rich cornflower blue sapphire, I love the Sri Lankan mines. My advice is to choose your ideal color, set a range of size that you're interested in, and provide a few of your favorite stone shapes. Then let the artist you're working with source from the region that makes the most sense. Many of our clients come to us unclear if they want a sapphire or a diamond. Each has its benefits. First, both stones are exceptionally durable. Sapphire has a Mohs hardness of 9 out of 10, and as you'd expect, diamond ranks the very top with a hardness of 10. Durability will not help you decide between these 2 stone options. They're both an excellent choice. Truthfully, most clients who choose sapphire simply want a ring that is so unique that nobody else will have it or anything like it. That's actually my favorite reason to recommend sapphire for your focal stone. A recent client of ours told us he was choosing sapphire partly for the unique color, but mostly for his partner's love of the luminous glow of a sapphire. She preferred that sparkle. So for many, sparkle is the deciding factor. Sapphire will sparkle more like candlelight compared to a diamond that has stark white, sharp sparkle. Diamond is like sunlight, whereas sapphire is more like moonlight. This isn't always the case, as I have sourced many sapphires that have incredible fire, but for the most part, sapphires are cut to enhance the color, and the faceting isn't as precise or as careful as you find in a diamond. For those new to this search, this discussion wouldn't be helpful if we didn't at least touch on budget. It should be noted that lab-grown diamonds changed the engagement ring market dramatically in the last couple of years. This is what I've personally observed in the last year in the engagement ring industry. So first, natural diamonds, especially fancy colored diamonds, are typically the most expensive option in the market. Pricing, luckily, is pretty transparent in diamond, and you can look up pricing to understand where your budget might want to fall based on the wrap price. You can literally Google that. There, of course, are nuances, but we're not getting into diamond prices today. We're talking about sapphires. Sapphires are typically a little less expensive than a natural diamond of equal size and quality. But of course, there are exceptions. Rarity of color, high clarity, and larger carat sizes all impact the price point of a sapphire. Sapphire is an expensive, rare natural gemstone, and each stone's uniqueness is going to contribute to its price and why certain stones are collector's stones. The third option for most people when choosing an engagement ring would be lab-grown diamond. And while lab is by no means inexpensive, it is the best choice for somebody who really wants the predictability of budget and ease of sourcing. So for instance, if you know you want a perfect IF clarity, D color, 1 carat lab grown diamond, we will never have trouble sourcing that for you anytime during the year. They're beautiful, durable, and high quality, but lab grown diamonds are not necessarily rare the way that sapphires are. And sapphires just simply are significantly more difficult to source. With budget as a consideration, this is what I recommend if you're on the fence. I think quality is worth investing in when it's an engagement ring. I would always choose a high quality sapphire over a low quality natural diamond of the same dollar value. Equally, if a client is considering a lower quality sapphire due to budget constraints, at that point, I would suggest actually they opt for a perfect quality lab-grown diamond instead. Basically, I recommend you choose your focal stone that fits in your budget, but also allows you to invest in an eye-clean stone that has no black spots, no haze, no milkiness, and without making any great sacrifices on the certain details that you love the most. If you know you absolutely want color, there are options in, of course, sapphire and lab-grown diamond. Let's talk about sapphire engagement ring care. Even though sapphires are extremely durable, proper care is still important. Just like with any fine jewelry, it's a good idea to remove your rings during certain activities. A recent repair came in because our client hit her hand in her car door, smushing her ring and chipping her stone. We were able to smooth out the chip, and luckily it was relatively hidden once reset into a new setting, but just be careful. You should not move furniture in your ring. You should really try not to catch your hand in a car door if at all possible, but mostly for you and just because it's awful. But the point is, you do need to take care of your jewelry, even if your focal stone is sapphire, which is a strong stone. When you're cleaning, working out, sleeping, showering, swimming, all of those things can impact your ring. Chemicals like chlorine and bleach are an enemy of your fine jewelry. And yes, sapphires are durable, but if there is a small invisible weakness somewhere in this stone because it's natural, it could someday chip from repeated exposure from chemicals or hitting it hard in your environment. I highly recommend regular cleaning. When dirt and debris builds up around the gemstone or diamond even, it can act like a microscopic sandpaper. The stone can actually buff down on the facets over years, or the prongs can be worn away and weakened because of the grime and that rubbing effect. That's why cleaning your ring regularly helps preserve both its sparkle and its long-term strength. Use a small dot of dish soap to cut through your natural oils from your skin and gently scrub your ring with a soft toothbrush. It's honestly just that simple. For a deeper clean, many of our clients use our ultrasonic cleaner that we have on our website. And we do recommend this method for sapphires. With regular cleaning, your sapphire engagement ring will maintain its polish, its finish, and it will keep your stone protected. Your wedding band decision is as important as choosing your engagement ring. You'll wear them together for the rest of your life, so I recommend considering the entire set, not just focusing on your focal stone. I almost always style our sapphire engagement rings with white diamond wedding bands. I prefer the color to be in the focal stone and let the white diamonds in the wedding band add dimension without overpowering. If you choose a simple solitaire for your sapphire, then you have even more room to play with the level of statement of your wedding band. If you don't want too much flash, a wide metal band might be for you. Take a look at our thick and thin collection for some inspiration and reach out to our customer service team to ask for photography to get your creativity flowing. If you're really feeling torn on the right wedding band for you, we can send you photo examples. We often have clients reach out to shoot photos of a few of their favorite wedding bands with the setting that they plan to choose so that it makes the entire process a lot easier. From the deep blues to the soft pinks, the vibrant greens, and even stones with multiple colors inside, sapphires provide an incredible range of possibilities. They're durable enough for everyday wear, full of character, and endlessly unique. Whether you pair your sapphire stone with sparkling diamonds, a simple metal band, or any way you can dream up, there are countless ways to create a wedding set that feels completely your own. Thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into sapphire engagement rings, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. If you're currently exploring engagement ring options, sapphires might just be the perfect place to start. Visit our website at melaniecasey.com or visit our studio in Andover, Massachusetts during one of our open showroom events. They're weekly and we would love to meet you and show you all the possibilities.